Hi guys, Ian here, and this is the KBear Cepheus KB16. It is a multi-driver IEM. There are two dynamic drivers and six balanced armatures on each side, and the retail price for this is 248 US dollars. If you're interested to find out more, do check out the unaffiliated link down in the description below. So I've been testing this for about 2 weeks, and I'm here to share with you guys my thoughts and opinions about this KBear Cepheus. So let's begin first with the accessories and specifications. This is the retail box that it came in. Pretty decent for $248. I wish it would be more, luxurious, but it is this box. Okay, at the back here there are some specifications. Let me read that out to you. The frequency range is 20 to 20,000 hertz. Sensitivity is 102, and the impedance is 14 ohms. All right, now inside the box you get a user guide, and you get a carrying case. This is a hard shell case, a pretty standard case from KBear. Again, I wish there was a better quality carrying case for $240, but this is what you get. Okay, and also you get a whole bunch of ear tips, three different types of ear tips, right? Got a gray one, which is pretty balanced in a ball, and you get the white one, which is also pretty balanced. I'm not too sure why they give two types of ear tips that are pretty similar. All right, and then also you get a narrower bore black ear tips, which is more for bass. Okay, so I wish there was a maybe an upgraded ear tip for $248. But yeah, so these are the three different types of ear tips that you will get, and you get an upgraded cable. This is a 4-core braided cable terminated with a 3.5 headphone jack. It's got a Y split, chin slider, the usual stuff, and the ear hooks. Ear hooks are nice and soft, but I've seen this cable before, and it's a pretty mid-tier type of cable. I wish that was a better quality cable included in this package for $248, but yeah. So that's the cables that's given with 2-pin connection, and these are the IEMs. So let's talk about the design and build quality of this, and they look very pretty with this galaxy design on the faceplate with the glitters. It comes in two colors, the purple and the blue. The one that you're looking at is the purple. They look really nice. Actually, I like the design very much on the faceplate, and then the inner shell is very nice and ergonomic. It's got the entire shell is made of resin, 3D printed. It's got a fin here with a little bit of back support at the bottom, and the nozzle is also 3D printed and part of the whole inner shell itself. So build quality is actually really good, and the design is also really nice. Now let's talk about the fit and comfort. They fit my ears really well, and I don't get any pain or any discomfort or any fatigue when I'm wearing these IEMs. So they're really nice. They fit my ears very well, and I like it very much, and gives me a very good seal and isolation. Now let's talk about the sound. First, let's talk about the technical performance of these, and they are really good. I mean, but the thing is, for the price, in terms of price to performance ratio, $248, it's a good performing IM, don't get me wrong, but it's just that the price is a little bit on the high side compared to what this can produce in terms of resolution, the details, the overall clarity of this earphone. $248, I would say, is not really value for money, especially with the accessories that comes in. But anyway, let's go through the technical performance of this. I would say resolution wise is really clear. With the multi-driver, it's actually very well separated. The sound is well separated, and there's no missync of the sound itself. The crossover is doing a very, very good job on this IEM itself. The sound stage is actually very airy as well, very wide, very layered, and very separated as well. Very natural sounding sound stage. Imaging is also very good. So in terms of technical performance, I would say this is fantastic. Is performing really well. Detail retrieval is also really cool, very clear as well. I can pick up a lot of nuances from these IEMs. So in a nutshell, I would say in terms of price to performance, it's good, but price is a little bit on the higher side. Now, let's talk about the drivability for this IM, and these are very easy to drive. You can pair this with any source. I used it my iPhone, Android phone, MacBook, tablets. you name it, my DAPs, my DACs, it pushes this IEM very easily, so no issue pairing this. And the best pairing DACs, I would say, is more of a balanced DACs for this to pair well with this Cepheus. Now let's talk about the tone and timbre. It's actually a balanced tuning with a little bit of a unique twist. The sub bass is actually quite lean, and also the treble is quite smooth. So with that, I would say this is more of a lean sounding IEM with maybe a bit of reference sounding kind of tone and timbre. It's not too heavy, it's not too warm, at the same time it's not too analytical and light as well. Now let's talk about the sound signature. I'll post my graph somewhere up here. As you can see, overall the graph is actually quite harmonious except for the bass and the treble. So the sub bass is actually quite lean. Alright, it's quite similar to the ZA12, which I just reviewed, but this is a little bit more. Alright, it's got a little bit more bass shelf in terms of the rumble. The rumble is actually pretty good. It's there when it's required, but it's not there, and it's a pretty shy type of rumble, but it's a pretty good extension, so that's what I appreciate. So for certain tracks where there's a good rumble, it's there, it's just at the back, it's not too forward, it does not impede into the mids. Even though the mids are still recessed, but it does not impede too much, and it gives a bit more of a room for the mids to shine. Alright, so it's a pretty good lean type of rumble. In terms of mid bass, is actually pretty harmonious, and the impact is just nice. It's pretty smooth as well, pretty fast. It's not really bloated, but it's a little bit, it bloats a little bit to the mids, but it's got that note weight there for the mid and the punch. Kick drums, they sound really solid, really firm as well. Not really fast, but really firm. Now in terms of the mids, it's recessed as you can see, but it's very clear, very resolute, and the overall sound and imaging of the instruments and the vocals, they're very separated, and they're naturally placed in the soundstage itself, so very nice and clean and clear and resolute, but a little bit recessed for the mids, vocals and the instruments. Now in terms of the peanut gain, this is where this Cepheus is quite unique. The peanut gain is actually quite laid back, quite relaxed, so it's not too intense, not too spicy, and I would say to a point where, you know, the peanut gain is a little bit boxy, right? It's a little bit boxy, but it's not to that point, but it's kind of laid back, and you can hear that the energy is not there, but at the same time it's not too harsh. Now in terms of the treble, it's actually a pretty dark treble. It's kind of dark a little bit, but it's actually a pretty nice and smooth treble. It's not sibilant, it's not harsh, except for the peanut gain, and also it's not bright as well. So the energy is a little bit lacking, but it's a very smooth treble whereby you can listen to your tracks for long sessions and you won't feel fatigue while listening to your tracks. So overall, I would say the treble, it trails off pretty nicely and naturally. At the same time, it's very smooth and very tolerable. Alright, so that's the overall sound signature of this KBear Cepheus. Comparing with the ZA12, I would say this is actually quite similar with a little bit more bass. Alright, so this is a bit more refined in terms of the sub bass, and treble is a little bit better, more acceptable and smoother as compared to the ZA12. And if you ask me, I would prefer the tuning of this Cepheus as compared to the ZA12, and also the overall resolution and the sound production of the Cepheus is much better than the ZA12, but of course with a price tag. Now, who is this for? This is actually for, you know, more general listening, I would say, with a little bit of twist. If you like to listen to classical and solos, instrumental movie soundtracks, these are actually really good for that. It's not lean, it's not too analytical, at the same time it's quite balanced. So for those listeners out there who are also sensitive to treble, this is also very suitable for you. But if you compare it to ZA12, you want a bit more brightness, a bit more sparkle, then you go for the ZA12, because that's pretty harsh and pretty bright as compared to this Cepheus. Right, so that's my overall thoughts and opinions about this KBear Cepheus. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.